Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do another Mego slash Tops limited edition action figure video. We received more of our orders, and for the most part they were packed better than the first ones, but there were still some with damage, and there were some other issues with some figures I'll get into once we get to that particular figure. But first up, we're going to take a look at this Borg Queen, and let me see if I can adjust the camera so that we can get most of the figure on the screen. That might be the best I'll be able to do. But each one of these figures that we bought, there were less than 2,000 made. Some there were less than 1,000 made. I feel like she was in the, I don't have it off the top of my head, somewhere around 16 to 1,700 made. This is the figure that I think I like the least because of the head. The head just doesn't look right. Kind of looks like a head off of a small porcelain doll instead of the rubber for the rest of the figures normally come with. But most of the figures, we bought 5, we ordered 5, and I think most of them, if not all of them, were in pretty good condition packaging wise. So that's her. I think there are 4 Star Trek and there are 4 like classic horror or monster movies. Next up is Lieutenant Wharf from the Next Generation. And this was actually a pretty good sculpt. This actually does look like him. The only thing I was disappointed with is he doesn't come with any accessories. No bat lift, no phaser, no nothing. Just his Klingon, I forget what this is called, sash. But again, most of the figures were in pretty good shape. Maybe one had like a dinged corner from shipping. Next up is the Ferengi Quark from Deep Space Nine. One of the figures that we received, one of the buttons on his jacket came off and is floating down here in the packaging. We're trying to see if we can get a return for that one. I doubt there'll be a replacement because, like I said, they only made how many were ordered, so there probably isn't going to be a replacement. You see the back. He's holding a gold pressed latinum bar, which I thought this figure should have come with, but apparently this one did not have any accessories either. And last up from Deep Space Nine is Captain Benjamin Cisco, also known as the Emissary. This one is complete. So we ordered 5 figures. 2 of them came with the 2 different phasers and the communicator. The other 3 are all missing these 2 accessories. And I see a lot of these figures listed on eBay with the same problem, that these 2 pieces are not included. So I don't know if this is a variation or parallel, or if they just dropped the ball big time in the assembly plant when they were putting all these together and just shipped out a bunch of orders without these 2 accessories. Take a look at the back. And again, like the picture on the back doesn't actually match the figure. The uniform's different. All right, so that's it for the Star Trek. Next up are these classic, like, kind of horror movies. So this is a plate from Plague of the Zombies. There are less than 1,000 of these made. I want to say there's like 933 or something like that. It is kind of a freaky looking figure with the head on backwards. Actually, his feet are turned around too, so I don't know what's going on with that. But here's the back. Next up is the Phantom of the Opera. As you can see here, this one, the corner is damaged on both sides here. I want to say this one, there was less than 1,000 of these made as well. There's his mask over here. Here's the back. Next up is the hunchback. A very handsome looking fella there. Doesn't say horror, but I'm assuming it's from a movie. Or maybe a musical or Broadway play or something. I don't know where this particular figure was taken from. And last up from movies is the Grim Reaper, otherwise known as Death, with his scythe. So take a look at the back of that one. And most of these, I believe these two, the Hunchback and the Grim Reaper, there was around 1,100 made. And that does it for the figures. I'll kind of try and line them up here as we close out for one last look. These guys here, oh, if I can do it without having them all topple over. Personally, I like the Star Trek ones more, except for the Borg Queen, because I'm a sci-fi guy. More Star Wars than Star Trek, but I did enjoy Star Trek. I think my favorite series was Deep Space Nine, just because of the story and the characters. Yeah, Deep Space Nine was definitely my favorite Star Trek TV show. That does it. I don't know if we have any more coming in. I think this was probably it. So these will be up. Actually, they're all up for sale on eBay now, and I think I will include a link to our store in this video. There's one in the previous video already, so if you're interested, check out that link. And we can combine shipping for multiple orders as long as it's domestic shipping. International, we ship through the global shipping program, and I don't think they allow you to combine shipping for international orders. Until next time, everyone stay safe, stay out of the heat. If you don't mind hitting the like button, sharing with your friends, drop a comment, let me know what you think about these figures, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so. Good night.